Okay, so Pisces, I'm sorry, I'm gonna, okay. So I actually, I always shuffle in front of the camera and stuff, and if you watch any of my videos, you know that. But what happened was I just did this reading for you guys, and I was in the middle of it, and the screen started dimming, and I realized I hadn't hit record. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the reading though because this seems like it's fairly significant. So otherwise, like sometimes when that happens, and it does happen a lot because I'm not that camera adept, and sometimes I do start over. But for this one, I'm gonna keep it rolling because the cards are already here, and this has something to do with a heart issue and a soulmate thing, and it's not necessarily good news. Although I haven't got to the outcome yet, so we haven't got there yet. But I can just tell it's a pretty important issue. So I'm gonna put the thing back down now. But just so you know, like for some of you that just came across me, you can check my older videos and you can see that I always shuffle in front of the camera. I don't like just place cards out and then pretend they're there and already have that's the thing. It's like I shuffle in front of the camera. So, sometimes it takes me a long time to get to these answers, but that's because, I didn't pre-shuffle and put the cards out there and pretend to pull them out from the deck, at various places. It's like, I know, it's like most readers don't do that on YouTube. Most readers are very good and just extremely intuitive and could work a lot faster. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here and so you guys can see. Let me move this closer. Because this did look like a pretty heavy issue. And I'm interested to see what the outcome is. I'm hoping that somehow there is a good resolution from all this. So basically, where I was at, I see you. You have the Queen of Cups, okay, and that would be you. Water sign, that sort of thing. Usually, the Queen of Cups is sort of in control of her emotions and that type of thing. But I was seeing very clearly here a different vibration. I was seeing some sort of regrets and remorse of over-emotional issues, okay? Coming from your end, definitely. And not that you did anything wrong or anything like that, and maybe you did, maybe you didn't, I don't know. But it had a sense of that for me, of remorse of something, okay? Now, and it definitely, involves a soulmate. This is huge. I get that. This is somebody that is, or was, I'm not sure yet, very important to you in that sense. Unfortunately, though, we ended up here. So, and we've got the Three of Swords in their position. So it looks like, and maybe you guys know this is, chances are you probably know this is coming already because it's a 10. So, that's probably not going to be a surprise to you. But, this does look like some sort of ending, but it's an ending that really is supposed to happen. And of course, that's no fun to hear. It's like, I can tell you that this is for your own good and all that kind of, and none of that really helps that much, but it is. And, it is for your own good. And it's time, unfortunately, this is probably coming to an end. And it's for a reason that you probably have your reasons out on the table, if you will, between you two. But there's other reasons beyond those reasons, deeper karmic reasons that this is kind of coming to a close, okay? The other person, this is like kind of, their MO, if you will. I see them very much... it could be a fire sign. It's very possible. If not a fire sign, it's just somebody very passionate and very, very creative, definitely. Very interesting. Maybe not the most stable person in the world. I can see that. It's a queen, but I get the sense, with this page and this Fool flanking either side, I get the feeling that it's somebody who had a little bit of stability, just a little, and now is kind of, that's not enough. So now they're looking to the future and they want this new adventure. Like they're not satisfied. This person isn't satisfied. That's what I see. And not because of anything that you've done or you've done wrong or anything. It's their inner core. I'm talking about their inner personality where like they're just never satisfied. They always just want some new adventure or something different. And maybe not always, but that's where they're kind of at now, okay? Yeah, and, unfortunately, I pulled the Two of Cups with the Three of Swords. So, I think this is, you both are just kind of moving on to different things, and I'm not sure who's initiating what. It's kind of hard to tell. I would kind of tend to guess it's you initiating this with the Ten of Swords, kind of like being done, that sort of thing. But I can tell if that's the case. I mean, this was hard for you because, you do care for this person very much, and they are equally as heartbroken. All right. So whoever's initiating it doesn't really matter. I mean, the bottom line is it just kind of looks like there's other things in the works for you guys, and it's probably not moving forward. But we have the Moon card at the bottom of the deck, which is kind of, I mean, it can be you too, Pisces. It's very watery, but to me, it's kind of like maybe there's a little disillusionment around this whole thing. So I was curious to see what the outcome is for all this. So let me continue on with the reading now from that perspective. And let's see. So with these, so with Pisces in this energy and this other person, what would be the outcome, please, for Pisces? And this is a week-long reading, but hey, I mean, this could transpire, over a little bit more time than that, I think. Pisces, please, what would be the outcome with these two energies? So we have the inward Ten of Swords and Judgment card, and then the outward we have the Three of Swords and Two of Cups. What would be the outcome, please? Okay. For Pisces, clear outcome, clear possible outcome for Pisces, please, with all this going on. Definitely emotional issue here for Pisces. Okay, interesting. Okay. And one more card, please, for outcome for Pisces, please. One more card for Pisces. Possible outcome for Pisces. Okay. All right. So yeah, and at the bottom of the deck we have we have the Chariot, and we have the Wheel of Fortune, and and the Death card. So this is about moving on, moving forward. This is karmic. It's going to happen. It's meant to happen. And I'm not going to say it's going to happen because I don't like putting that out in the universe. I mean, this is tarot cards, so you make all the choices and things like that. So but this is the death to a situation probably, and the time to move on and move forward. It's karmically calling you, to do this, to kind of put an end to this and move on, make your decision, and then make your decision, and then sit on the throne of the King of Cups where you should be. That's the king of your emotions. Now, that's a lot different than this Queen. Usually I like the Queen of Cups. She's very in control, but I really didn't feel that vibration here when I picked that card. I picked wallowing in emotions and being remorseful and regretful. This King is not. And so this is, you move forward, it's karmic, this has got to end, with this Death card. You make that decision, and then you end up as the King of Cups, Pisces. That's, that's a water sign. That's where you should be. Okay. But for your actual outcome cards that came out, we have the Emperor, we have the Page of Cups, we have the Seven of Cups, and then we have the Four of Swords. So, this makes sense to me. I see some, definitely some kind of breakup energy going on here from both sides. I mean, it doesn't, there's no way around it kind of deal. I see it came out twice. Okay. And, I get it. This is soulmate stuff. This is big. So, however, coming through all this, I do see an element of control. All right. Hopefully this isn't like bad kind of control. And I don't mean like, when I say bad control, I don't mean like physical bad. I mean like, abusive, verbally abusive type control. Let me check. Controlling. What is the Emperor here, please, for Pisces? Okay. Nope. It's just it's wow. Again, it's about control in a decision way about, I pulled the exact same cards that I pulled before, by the way, after redoing that. So this is about being in control, making a decision, and seeing the past for what it was very clearly. Okay. That's exactly what this is about. And, in doing that, you have this like fresh new, a lot of times this is a new offer of love coming your way. And that very well may be, but I feel it's more like the spring of your youth coming back to you. I think it's about being more youthful and buoyant and jubilant, if you will, and that's going to be hard to come from this energy. I get it. I'm not saying that you're, going to be, devastated with a heartbreak and then, all of a sudden spring back into life, but you can, if you kind of exercise your control and really kind of accept the past for what it was, then maybe this kind of new fountain of youth, springish kind of feeling might come towards you where you feel a little better. It's all about healing, and I feel that that's what this Page of Cups is here for. I mean, it very well could be somebody coming in new, but I'm not sensing that. I think this is you, Pisces, with the little fish coming out of the cup. So, I feel good. It's like the little boy again, kind of wonderment and that type, if you will. Now, there may be a little period where, it's like, wow, okay, now I'm free from this relationship, or maybe you didn't want to be, but either way, you're facing the facts, you're free from this relationship. And maybe, you get a little bit of, lightness to you and, you can let go a little bit and feel that. There's a chance then that you might have so many options in front of you, that you might be thinking, oh my God, the world is my oyster now. I can go and do all this because, maybe I get the sense this was a fairly significant relationship. So I could see how that could be, but that's not the way to go. That's, in other words, like, okay, if this is a breakup or something, and if you're a male, for instance, this is not the time to go out and go, conquer every chick you can to feel better type of energy. That's not, that wouldn't be the good thing. Or if you're a female, the same thing. It's not the time to go out and get a whole bunch of, male attention your way, if you know what I mean. Instead, it's a time to enjoy, well, not enjoy, because to appreciate, this new spring and beginning, but also think on it. Think on it very well, because the thing is, whatever happened with all this, you don't want to hurry up, jump into a bunch of stuff that will bring you right back into the same patterns, So, make sure that you just kind of relax and flow with this. Give it some deep thought, and, again, it's about moving on, that type of energy. So I'm going to see if I can pull you guys some advice cards. And for some reason, I feel like you guys know this is coming. So it's like I'm not really getting, I get the sadness and I get that, but sometimes like I really feel it, and for this, it feels like you guys knew this is coming anyway. So let me just take a look here and see if I can pull some cards from the oracles and see if they have any other messages for Pisces, please. Any other messages for Pisces? Okay. Cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. Okay, cleansing waters. Now, this goes two different ways. This could be literally, kind of cleansing yourself, from maybe, just taking a, looking into like alternative type diet and doing that type of thing. So it could be literally. But I tend to think with that last card that we have, which was that Four of Swords, where the person is laying there meditating, that's exactly what I was saying about don't rush out and go do a bunch of stuff or go do a bunch of people. It's about, taking that time to kind of cleanse yourself and, and you're going to get, the purification activates vibrant life force. That's what that Page of Cups was to me. It was that this is perfect. It was a vibrant life force. That's what I felt from that Page of Cups. And, so it is. It's about like cleansing all of this, just taking it easy, letting this flow as much as you can. I know it's hard, going through these things. And, especially if you're watching tarot videos that even, I've been there and I get it. That's when we're doing that stuff, it's because we're having a hard time dealing with something and we're looking for other answers and things. And I understand that, but this is really about trying to steer away from that a little bit more and try to find that vibrant life force, and cleansing waters, that's deep. And look, it's water for you, Pisces. That's awesome. With the lotus flower, that's very cool. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. If you like these, like, share, subscribe, all those fun things. And all my information is at the bottom of the video and Facebook page and all those fun things. All right, thanks, Pisces.